Fender have finally done it. They've added scenes to the Tonemaster Pro. This is a huge update, and I'm going to show you how it works. So as a firmware v1.4.71, Fender have added the ability to add scenes to your presets. So let's jump into Pro Control, and I will show you a demo that I've set up. So first of all, I've got a simple layout here with a Greenbox. Actually, it's the new Greenbox 10, a British Plexi, a British V30 cab, a small hole reverb, and the echo tank. Now the tone sounds like this to start with. I'm using the neck pickup on my Schecter Nick Johnston Traditional, and it sounds pretty muddy, as you can hear right now, because I have deliberately set it up so that the amp has everything at 12 noon. So 50% volume, volume 2, treble, middle, bass, and presence. So I have a British V30 4x12 setup with a ribbon R121 slammed right up against the cap, and 85 Hz low cut and 6.5 kHz high cut. I have the small hole reverb set up, and the echo tank's currently off. So to use scenes, you actually assign them to Footswitches. I've got 3 set up already. I'm first going to show you how easy it is to do, and then I'm going to show you a more advanced setup. So first, select an empty Footswitch, and you have a new assignment type called Scene. Call this whatever you want. Click on Confirm. You can choose an active and inactive color. I'm going to just choose purple. And then go to Preset View. Now, anything you change in this preset applies to this scene. So my demo scene, listed under my scene demo, I've just realized what a stupid name it was. I have lead, cleaner, and crunch, which I'll go over in a minute. But demo scene is whatever I'm changing now. So if I go into the amp, you'll see this scene edit button in blue. I can click on that and it will stop the editing from applying to this scene. If it's blue, it's active. So if I change, let's say, volume 2 and volume 1, that will now be saved as part of my scene. So if I go back to the scene demo, you'll see that the knobs go back to 12 o'clock on volume 1 and volume 2. Demo scene goes to the new setting. Now, there is a slight lag in the UI, but there's no lag in the sound itself, because that's the important part. So let's go back in here. So now we're going to turn on the Greenbox 10, which is one of the new effects for this firmware release. And I'm going to go in, this is really cool, go into the cab, and I'm going to change not only the mic position, but also the mic. So dynamic 421, MD 421, and I'm going to change the position of the mic. I could change the low and high cut if I wanted to. And I'm also going to change the decay and hole size of the reverb. So now I have my default preset sound, and I have my scene sound. This, to me, is the biggest game changer that has happened to the Tonemaster Pro since I bought it. I don't know why I would edit this in any other way. This is the way that makes the most sense to me, because I can go in and change parameters. I can bypass effects. I can bypass amps, switch amps. I can change the mic position. I can change which mic it is. You can do everything, which I don't think you could really do as much before just with the parameter changes. So if I start on my cleaner scene, you can see that I've got the Greenbox bypassed. I have these settings on the amp. I'm using an RE20 mic, 2 inches off the cap. I have a little bit of reverb. Actually, it's quite a bit of reverb. And a slapback. Now, when I go to crunch, You can see that the echo tank is bypassed. I've reduced the hall size to 0, increased the damping on the reverb, turned the Greenbox on with the level on full and the drive off, and I'm using a condenser C414 up against the cap on the V30. So slightly different sound. Go back to cleaner. And then I have lead. So I'm switching between lead and crunch. You can see the settings change. Not only is the drive knob changing, but also that little mini toggle as well that goes from stock to bass plus, which is cool. And it works like the switch link switches. So when you change foot switches, it doesn't turn it on and off, like it actually switches scenes. You go from one foot switch to the next and it turns the last one off, which is perfect, exactly how it should work. This is going from crunch to lead on the amp. You can see some changes there, and you can also see at the very top of the screen here, it shows the scene name next to the preset. And then this blows my mind, going from a different mic in a different position to the SM57. That's fantastic. I love that. And then I'm changing the reverb. I'm basically just changing as many things as possible to show you what you can do. And this is probably the tip of the iceberg. I've only just started using this today, so there's probably a lot more that you can do that I haven't even thought of yet. So I'm loving scenes. I think this is the best update to date from Fender. I think this will win a lot of people over that were on the fence about buying the Tonemaster Pro. So well done, Fender. I hope this video was useful to you, and if it was, please like and subscribe and check out my other videos on the latest firmware update.